Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide. Welcome back to Not the TV Guide. It's technically episode 15, so let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to get a bit messy. Right. So, right. Yeah. Well, we are falling behind already tonight, and I knew we would. Right. So, right. Let's jump straight into the first program at part two, The
Yeah.
Institute. Amanda, is this a Stephen King thing you've been watching here?
It is, I
Oh,
think it
okay.
might have been you that got me the book a couple of years ago. Somebody got me it for Christmas because I
Probably
asked
me.
for it.
Probably me. Right. What's it about them?
So it's about some kids who have psychic or telekinetic abilities
Mm.
and they get abducted and held in a facility and tested on. And then they disappear to what is called the back half and they're never seen again. And the people tell them that they're going to have their memories wiped and go home.
All
But
right.
I don't think that's going to happen, do you?
Eh,
Mhm.
Right. Okay. I've done a lot about this, to be honest with you, because it shows you we live in the same household, but I've been zoning out when she had this program on. So, Grant, is there anything you want to ask Amanda about this?
Yeah, oh, how badly written are the female parts in this one?
Well, the children, but I suppose that doesn't really make any difference, does it, when it comes to Stephen King? But I'm only two episodes in, and
Oh, are
I
you?
read, yeah, I read the book a few years ago, so I
Oh,
don't
cool.
remember everything from it, but it seems pretty true to the book.
Oh, does
And
it?
there's a
Yeah.
character in it called Tim Jameson, who's played by Ben Barnes. And it reminds me of a character that Jensen could have played, really. But obviously, he
Oh,
can't be stretched and he's doing so much already.
oh
So
no.
they had to get a cheaper.
You're on mute.
Bells, right? Bells, right? Right. Yeah. I know. Yes, technical problems then, right? Amanda, what's the pacing been like in the first two episodes then?
Yeah, it's been fairly okay. It's not, there's quite a few characters in it, but the way it's been shown, it's like easy to sort of get to know everyone before they throw a few more characters into it. But the one thing that I did like is that Julian Richings is in it and he plays a bad guy. And for anyone who doesn't know, that's Death from Supernatural.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
no.
yeah, you meant. Oh, well, Beth, you're going to watch this now then.
I might do. I might do. Yeah, it sounds
It's
like an
just,
interesting
yeah,
concept. Definitely.
he's just
Yeah.
really good at creepy. He just does those roles because he's got that sort
Okay.
of face. He's not like an attractive face. It's just sort of like that. People recognize you straight away. It's
Yeah.
just unique. And he just does
Yeah.
really creepy roles really well.
Cool. Is there anything, Beth, is there anything you want to ask Amanda about this?
Um, who's your favorite character and why? That's always a good one.
I
Ooh,
think
yeah.
Mm.
it has to be the one played by the guy who plays Death from
Let's see that.
Supernatural, just because every time he comes on
Oh,
screen, I'm just watching it going, it's Death.
Oh no.
Fair enough.
and for
Fair enough.
people who are wondering, we sit in the same room when we're watching our various TV programs, and I've got headphones on, and it's keeps saying, "It's deaf, it's deaf, it's deaf." I
There,
can
yeah,
verify
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So there's
Right.
no one from Buffy in
Not that I know of, but give
it.
it time.
Oh.
Watch now. Sarah Michelle Gellar crops up in the next episode and then dies, I
Yeah.
reckon, half an hour later. What do you reckon, Amanda?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Amanda, is there anything you've not really enjoyed about this program so far? I've been serious.
Uh, Not really. In the book, they have like if they comply with the testing without having to be coerced, they get like these tokens, and there's
All
like a
right.
vending machine. And bearing in mind these are children, the vending machine has alcohol in it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like the staff are
Ooh.
encouraging them to drink, like they want them
Ooh.
out of it, so that they're just sort of being more compliant.
Right. So
Not.
has it got like a, I can ask, does it have like a Stranger Things vibe with them being like tested on stuff? These kids.
Uh, A little bit, but I think it's set more recent. It's not set in the 80s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, interesting.
Oh, sounds
Right,
creepy.
it does it. Oh, it's Stephen King, Grant. Come on. It's not exactly going to be like a I don't know what would I lie to you or something like that. Is it sarcastic comedy?
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah.
Or to
It's
Stephen
Lee
King
Mack.
style. Brilliant. Now, is there anything else you want to add about this, Amanda? Obviously, for Win Market.
No, because I've only seen 2 episodes, so I need to watch the rest.
Oh,
Right. So,
so what channel is it on, Amanda? Is it on Netflix or something?
It's on Amazon, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
on I think it's Paramount or something like that, or one of the
Paramount
little
Plus.
channels on
Oh yeah,
Amazon.
Paramount Plus. Yeah, the channel for that. Yeah.
I've bought that specifically so I can watch Star Trek because all of Star
Oh
Trek
yeah,
is on
it's
there.
all in it.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's on Prime, but you need a subscription on it. Yeah, as Amanda's correct. So indeed. So yeah, you have to do it by. It's been confirmed as MGM. Yeah, as an add-on channel through Prime. So indeed. So
Oh, cool.
okay, Amanda, what are you going to give this out of 10?
I'm going to give it 8.
Not bad. Not bad. So
Good
yeah.
start.
Yeah, it's a good start. So, right, okay. Let's go for something a bit more of a raw behind it now. Now, I know 3 of us have watched this. I don't know if Grant's watched this. Jurassic World Rebirth. Have you watched this one, Grant?
No, horrible.
You bet you get scared, don't you?
No, I love the original Jurassic Park. But yeah, I had no time for Jurassic Worlds anymore. Like I don't know, just not. I think I watched the first Jurassic World. The one with Chris Pratt in.
Oh,
I just had
yeah.
no desire to watch them ever again. I just like it. Yeah.
It's-
So but no, I've heard mixed things about this one, so I'm looking forward to hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the first one I've seen probably the third one where Jeff Goldblum came back in it again, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the first one, and I think I've seen the third. It's about the 8th one. I've not seen any of the ones in between it. So, I know it's like what they did here. Well, the Guardian seemed to really like this, actually, they did. So, it's where screenwriter David Krupp and director Gareth Edwards have drafted all and took us, took us back to basics with a new story, all but retconning the drama of 17 years previously, flashback at the story. That entirely ignores everything else of what happened before that. So then based it back in the present day where the existence of dinosaurs in the wild is accepted, but they've all pretty well died out. Or have they? Amanda?
Well, the easy answer is no, they haven't, or there would have been much film.
No, nicely put, Amanda. So what did you think of this film, Amanda? Seriously?
I liked watching the dinosaurs, and there was a scene that I really liked. I won't tell you who, but he deserved it, where he gets
hang on, Amanda.
He
Before we say it, let's see if Beth knows. Do you know which scene Amanda's going to be talking about here, Beth?
I think I've got an inkling.
Right, you better
I'll
tell.
let her go
Yes,
on.
say it, but don't say who it was, Amanda. Okay.
Okay, so he gets picked up by the dinosaur, and then the dinosaur backs his head off, and we just both looked at each other and went, like a jelly baby.
Oh.
It really did. It really, they knew what they were doing with that. He said
So
his
funny.
character get picked up, he had to get bit off, and I thought, come on, that's jelly babies, that is. So
That's how I eat my jelly baby.
now, obviously, but to confirm this, obviously, Zora Bennett, played by Scarlett Johansson, is the ex-military type running this show. There's a bespectacled Dr. Henry Looms, played by Jonathan Bailey, provides the scientific expertise. But oh my good grief, I can never get his name right. Matasha Ali as Megawatt Chalmers, a Duncan Calkin, the easygoing boat captain. The 3 of them with other people get paid to go and get some samples off this island full of dinosaurs. Well, that's pretty well the plot, really, Beth, isn't it? There wasn't much else.
Yeah, I actually really liked this film, to be fair, because I know what Grant's saying. I think, like the original Jurassic Park films were really good, and I think sometimes when you just keep going on and on and on and on and on with a franchise, I think it really kind of can sort of take the joy out of it and sort of make it become a bit, I don't know, a bit commercialized somehow and a bit sort of, I don't know, it just takes the sort of original kind of magic out of it because it's just a bit repetitive. But this film, I have to say, I actually thought was one of the better ones. And I think you actually might like it, Grant, because it's a bit of a return to like the original Jurassic Park, because it's kind of like a whole new cast of characters. It's nobody that we've seen before. It's kind of set years later, so it's kind of ignoring, other than the fact that like the world is now populated by dinosaurs and they are living in, Mediterranean areas. Like it kind of ignores what's happened in all of the previous films. It
Oh,
just
I
kind of starts with the premise of like dinosaurs are living, coexisting amongst humans on remote islands, and the world has just kind of got used to the fact that dinosaurs exist again and blah blah blah. But
yeah.
then following this group of people that journey to the island to try and take some DNA samples from the dinosaurs, and so it's kind of a return to the original idea almost, and it's
Yeah.
like it's actually very good. Obviously like a little bit formulaic in the
Yeah.
way that I think all of the Jurassic films are, but it was just a kind of return to basics, and I actually thought it was quite good. So
Okay.
you might enjoy it, to be fair, because you don't really need to have any prior knowledge of any of
Oh,
the
good.
other
Yeah, that's
films.
what put me
So,
off because I've not seen the more recent ones. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Amanda, how many Jurassic World films have you seen then?
I'm not sure. I know there's a few that I haven't seen.
Yeah,
More recent, but
I think Beth's dead right with that because like it was I managed to keep up with that, and it was like I think some series with one we may not get time to talk about today is where it's one. Well, you've got to look at what's can you keep up with them sometimes when they get retconned so much. But I think you're right, Beth.
Yeah.
I think it was quite easy for them to follow this actually, to be honest with you. Straight away with it. So I agree with you. So Amanda, is there anything else you want to add about this?
just a big downside for me. I didn't really care much about the cast. I was more just like looking at the dinosaurs, thinking, "Oh, they look nice. Yeah, that's a cute
Was
one there. That's a
was
really
it ne-
scary one."
I go, which
Was
was the cute? Which one was it? A cute one that bit someone's head off like a jelly baby? Was it? Was that cute or was that
No, that
scary?
wasn't cute.
So there's no one from Supernatural in it.
No, unless they're in a dinosaur costume.
You never know. You
That
never
would be
know.
amazing.
You
It just,
never
it
know
just,
whether
the T-Rex just removes its head and it's Misha Collins inside.
You never know. You never know where they're going to crop up, honestly. So, but Beth, is there anything else you want to add? Seriously?
No, I think it was, yeah, I thought it was good. I think it's better when you watch it on a big screen. So now that I don't think it's in cinemas anymore necessarily. So like I think it's definitely worth watching on a big screen. If you get the opportunity. It might not translate quite as well to a smaller screen, maybe, but I
Yeah.
thought it was a solid film.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so, mate. We had a good 2 hours watching it, Amanda, didn't we? So I didn't hate it. I watched it for you, Amanda, more than me. So it was okay. No. Right, let's give it a mark then. Amanda.
6.
Oh shit. First swear word.
Oh, well,
Wasn't Grant.
this is explicit now.
It's not Grant either. I wasn't expecting you to tell me that, Amanda, then. I thought I might have said a 6, but I'm going to say a 7. But like, I won't expect you to say 6 to me. Well, Beth.
I'm gonna say a 7. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I was expecting Amanda to say 6. Because you look like she was getting quite hooks on the end of a sequence. Some of the characters were under threat. I won't expect 6 then. What's made you say 6, Amanda, apart if you didn't like half the characters?
yeah.
More dinosaurs. I
Oh,
could
yeah.
just happily watch 2 hours of just different dinosaurs just running around.
Yeah.
No actual people.
Oh, not fair enough then. Right, well, let's move on, okay? Right, we've got to do another film now. I don't think you've seen this film, Beth, unless you've surprised me. I don't think you have. Amanda, what film do you want to talk about next year? And I'm going to let Grant ask you all the questions on this because I'm too bloody embarrassed.
Oh, Barbie.
Yes.
Have you seen this,
Barbie.
Beth?
I have seen it.
Right, well,
Yes.
you free
Ages
talk about
ago.
it then.
Yeah.
Have you not watched it then, Andy? You didn't want to watch it?
No.
You
You missed an episode, so well, just you joined us, Beth, when these two watched a Bon Jovi documentary. I
Okay.
muted myself for 10 minutes because I wasn't getting involved in it. This is the same sort of impact for me. Amanda, please tell everybody why you wanted to
I've got
watch
my
this.
My sister had asked me a while back, and then I was like, "No, I'm a 40-something year old woman." It's like, why would I watch that? But then it came onto Amazon Prime and I saw a trailer and I thought, it might not be so bad.
Yeah.
So I sat down, I didn't have any drink, and I watched it.
And then you saw John Cena as a mermaid. Yeah.
I'd heard about John Cena being a mermaid in it, yeah.
And that's very tempted to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Right, so okay, seriously, Grant and Beth, as you watched it a while ago, what are your memories of this film?
I just remember it being hyped up so much at the time that I think I just went in with really high expectations because there was a massive. I remember it was Barbie and Oppenheimer
Yeah.
were out at the same time, and it was Barbenheimer or something like. There was this whole thing of like everyone was going to watch them back to back, and it was like it was massive at the time. And I remember watching it and it just feeling like a massive anticlimax. Like
Oh, really?
I just
Oh,
didn't think it was. I mean, it was absolutely fine, but I think it was just like given how much hype it had got, I was a bit like, well, tell us something we don't already know. Like everything they said in it. Like obviously, it was kind of important, like talking about like feminism and like the
yeah.
issues that still impact women. And I can see why like they've kind of used Barbie as a vessel to do that. But it just kind of felt like, this isn't really anything that we don't already know. And it's a bit kind of like you're not really doing it in a very clever way necessarily. You're just flat out stating all of these issues that women still face. You're not really commenting on any of it in a particularly clever way. I didn't think personally. Like it was just kind of like, yeah. And I was like, cool. I don't know. It was like it was fine, but I also thought like as much as they tried to say that Barbie was this kind of feminist icon, like, which I guess there are arguments, but like, let's be real, Barbie's not exactly the best thing that's happened to feminism, is it? So, like, I don't know, it just felt a little bit, I don't know, incongruous. And I was kind of like, I actually did enjoy it as a film, but I thought it would have been far more effective if they actually just turned it into a Barbie comes to life and goes into the real world and it's a fun romp. Like that would have been far more entertaining if they focused on that element of it rather than turning it into a feminist critique. I just wanted a fun film about Barbie in her Barbie world finding a magic portal and going through into the real world and shenanigans ensue. I didn't want all of this sort of feminist critique alongside it because they spent far too much time on that and not enough time on just, oh, isn't it funny that Barbie's come to life? Like, I don't know, it just felt like the balance was wrong for me. But
Amanda, I can't comment.
Yeah, I think a little bit, but I think it was worth it just to see
John Cena.
Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling singing "I'm Just
It was
Ken."
absolutely incredible, wasn't it? And the Kennedy song, that was just absolutely amazing.
And then
I did love the Ken
looked
songs.
up afterwards to Alan Doll because I'd never heard of the Alan Doll. He's actually
Oh
a
yeah,
thing,
Alan
and
was
it's like,
amazing.
I had all the Barbie dolls and Kens and Cins
Yeah.
and stuff.
You never
I
had
never
Alan?
had an Alan
Oh
Doll.
no. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Alan should have got best supporting actor nomination as well, actually. Well, he's brilliant. Yeah. I come in the same. I come in Sam's clothes. Was it? I had the same. I can have the same wardrobe as Ken. That was it. That was it. Really interchangeable, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay. Has anyone else got anything they want to add further about I'm a Barbie doll in a Barbie world?
Have I shown you my Ken cat?
Oh my good
Oh
God.
my God.
Oh my good God. Now, obviously, this is an audio podcast. So, Grant, you
Yeah.
better describe this to people, mate.
What is that?
My good
It's
God, what
basically
is...
Steve for the cat, Harry Hill, Steve for the cat that I got when I saw Harry Hill live, and then I asked my sister to make me a
I'm
Ken
not being
gun.
funny. That's actually giving me the heebie-jeebies. That's actually
Really?
terrifying. Like,
But
Right,
she
you better-
is
It's like in a
a
horror film where you wake
If
up
people
and
are
find
wondering,
it's kind of
he's
David Duchovny.
he's give this cat a sort of Ken sort of haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
right. That's
got a
giving
little
me
fun bag.
heebie-jeebies.
And basically, me and my sister, we went round charity shops and we just got loads of material and made it. Basically, I just did it for a few TikTok videos. That's the reason I did it for around the time. But yeah. So he's got a little bun bag, but I was meant to take it off, but I've just kept it. I just felt my sister made such an effort sewing it on to him.
Good.
And so yeah, I just can't take it off him now. But I'm going to see Harry Hill in a couple of weeks. I might get a new stuffer, so I'm two now. But
See if you can freak out Harry Hill then, mate, right?
yeah.
Right, okay, let's move on to a few things you want to get covered today. I don't, Beth and Grant, I don't know if you two want to give us a mark. It's up to you two. You both saw it a while ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
6.
Oh,
Grant?
I'll give it a 9. I love
Oh,
Darby.
fight. Amanda, what are you giving it?
I
You're
give it
going to give
9.5,
it 3?
maybe. I
You're
thought
gonna
it was
give it
hilarious.
7.
I thought Amanda was going to give it 3 then, so we get 3, 6, and 9. There's a bit
That's like a Doctor
symmetry,
Who score.
which we've had before now. Right,
Yeah.
well, the next one we're going to watch is another film. And I thought this is great synchronization planning this, because we're now going to talk about the Nicolas Cage recent film, The Surfer. After watching Barbie, which is a drug trip, The Surfer is another drug trip of a film. Oh my good grief. Have either of you two seen The Surfer?
No.
No, I've just seen the trailer for it. It looked quite fun, but
It's absolutely mental. Right,
is it?
yeah, well, I'll read out to you what it's about. The Surfer is a 2024 psychological thriller starring Nicolas Cage as a man who returns to his childhood beach home in Australia to surf with his son, but is tormented by locals that enforce a strict locals only rule. Directed by Lokan Finnegan, the film follows Cage's character as he fights for his right to surf, gradually losing his money, phone, and even his surfboard in a surreal and nightmarish ordeal that strips him of everything. Amanda, I don't know where to start with this.
Yeah, well, when I was watching this with you, I think I said it was as close as you can get to being high without actually taking any drugs.
It was pretty well what we got. It was, oh my good grief. It's just one of those films that went more and more mad as it went along. And we better give a kudos out here, Amanda, because his final credits are something that actually you liked as well, this in here, wasn't it?
Julian McMahon, who was in Charmed, who passed
And
away, I think it was about a month ago. It was the last role he was in.
and also I know him from Home and Away. That's
And I
that's
know him from
embarrassing.
one of the older
He was Doctor Doom,
Fantastic
wasn't he?
Four films.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to do him as well. So yeah, it was just oh my good grief. Yeah. The Guardian perhaps summed this up really well, actually they did. When I read out what the Guardian said. Here is a gloriously demented B-movie thriller about a middle-aged man who wants to ride the big wave and the grinning local bullies that regard the beach as home soil. So that's pretty well it, basically. There wasn't any plot behind it, Amanda, really, was there?
No, it's like everything kept getting worse and worse, and he kept getting worse and more out of it, and he just kept going, I want to buy a home, I want to buy a home. And I just thought, after the way they treated you, it's like, why would you want to live here? It's like, you just give up and think, you know what, there's better places to live. I'm going home now.
Yeah, I don't know what to start with. I'll describe this. The base of the film is it sets up Nicolas Cage, the character, the man on the edge. He's basically some kind of office job, and who desperately wants to belong. His full film talks about it, so he's with his wife, and he's not. They're split before the film started. She's pregnant with somebody else, but he's convinced they're going to get back together, and his son's going to fall in love with him again. He just desperately wants to belong, and this crowd at the beach basically just shove him clear over the cliff edge of mentality. He just loses the plot completely. Amanda, is there anything else you want to add about this film?
I don't think if somebody else.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Nicolas Cage film, though.
Oh, it's mental. Absolutely mental. But we've seen a couple of mad films of him this year. We did a Western one recently, he did. And his voice...
That was good though. It's like the way he was doing with his voice. And he probably needed to like not talk for 2 weeks afterwards because he would have lost his voice.
Yeah, that was a film where about 400 bounty hunters come after this outlaw in a town, and the outlaws just turn the guns on him. That was one of the film in The Surfer. But we were jokingly saying there's so many people getting killed in it from these bounty hunters. We think they got shot, got back up 5 minutes later, got changed into more clothes, and got shot again. That's how that film was going like. But this was just like a drug trip to me.
Oh, cool.
It was strange. Amanda,
I'm gonna give it a 7 just because it was cheaper than drugs.
Nice.
7, I think, as well, to answer as well. Okay, I could recommend it, but it was not an easy watch. It wasn't.
Or was it not? Oh,
It was good,
no,
but
it's
don't
come on
expect.
Sky recently, so I was going to give it a go. But yeah.
Give it a go, but make sure you got a glass of wine in your hand. You might need it. You might need the bottle.
Okay.
Right, okay. Next one we're going to watch, and I've actually swapped the running order around here a little bit now for a few reasons today. The next one we're going to watch, I want to hear Beth's opinion on this. Because we're going to now review the new Jensen Ackles TV series Countdown.
Oh,
Now, obviously, because this I want to see this, 'cause I think Beth might have quite a different opinion to me and Amanda on this. This could be quite entertaining. This.
ooh.
Well, yeah, I quite liked it. I mean, it's not the kind of this is what I quite like about doing this podcast is that I do kind of end up going, oh yeah, I'll give it a go and like watching things that I wouldn't necessarily usually watch because I'm not normally that into sort of, like sort of police task force or like kind of spy espionage type Mission Impossible type things. And like police procedurals and stuff. And I feel like the only way to describe this is kind of like a mixture of the two. It's kind of like following an elite task force that's like tasked with tracking down this Belarusian kind of terrorist who's going to detonate a nuclear bomb in Los Angeles, and it's I thought it was a good series. Like it wouldn't be my usual kind of thing because it's not like fantasy or sci-fi, but I actually did quite enjoy it. I thought it was a little bit kind of formulaic. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's kind of anything particularly special. Nothing really kind of stood out to me about it necessarily. It's just another police drama. It's not. I don't think it really deserves any great acclaim, but it's a solid series with an interesting enough case, and I think it's quite an interesting the fact that the same case pretty much spans for the entire series. Like they've moved on to a new case now, but I thought it was quite interesting that they dedicate so much time to kind of like the same case. And yeah, I thought all of the actors were kind of solid. I like some of the moments of humor. Thought Jensen Ackles was good. Like his character was an interesting character. I did like the dynamic between him and his kind of like love interest. She's quite a good character, but I wouldn't necessarily say that there's anything that kind of makes me go, oh yeah, it's must see. I could quite easily have gone through my life without watching it. It's not like must see drama. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Right. Ooh. Amanda, unfortunately, before I ask you what you think about it, and I think it's going to be quite different this one. I better tell people, I should have said what this actually program was about. More people are wondering now, but you're right. Beth pretty much summed up partly right, yeah, but straight away. But Countdown is an American crime drama created and written by Derek Haas, starring Jensen Ackles and about 10 other people I don't know. Released on Amazon Prime on the 25th of June 25, and is set longer after the Department of Homeland Security is killed in plain sight. LAPD Detective Mark Meacham, played by Jensen Ackles, is brought under covert task force of undercover agents from various law enforcement agencies to track down the murderer. Amanda, what did you think to this series?
It took me a few episodes to get into it, and if it weren't for the fact that Jensen was in it, I wouldn't have stuck with it as long as I did. And it's like eventually I did sort of a few of the characters grew on me a little bit, but not to the point that I'd be that bothered if they died. But if Jensen had got killed off, I just would have stopped watching it. I could have happily just stopped watching.
Yeah.
No reason to keep going.
Yeah, it is. I found it a bit of an odd series, this one, John, and this is Beth's first real. I think you've never watched Jensen Ackles in anything else yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you've got a treat coming when the boys are on. That's all I
Oh,
say
yeah,
to you.
but-
I'm looking forward to that.
He's
Yeah,
so
you're lovely with that.
different. He's so different to the boys than he plays in this. This, I think, man, did you agree with he? Is he a bit Winchester-ish in this?
There's a few moments, yeah, a few things that he says that are clearly been put in there to make it sound like Dean from Supernatural.
Yeah, so the problem I had with it was I didn't really connect to the rest of the characters, Joshua. I'm probably saying Mando, I probably dropped it a minute him 'cause I thought he was fantastic. He was really good in it. Not as a level as the boys or Tracker, which we'll come on to shortly, Beth, 'cause I've got news about that series for you.
Hmm.
But what put me off with this was, and it was, how far into it are you, Beth?
I've not watched the episode that came out yesterday.
Right, it's an episode about two back. I forgot what number it was. Eric Dane, who played the leader of this task force, who plays the actor who played Nathan Blaine in it. It was either episode 8 or 9. You get left with a cliffhanger and he gets shot right at the end of the episode, and you're like sat there thinking, "Shit, is he dead?" I've fallen second time today now, but then the next episode, what put me right off was you see him spending 5 minutes dragging himself across the floor. He looked like he'd been mortally shot, dragged himself over to the walkie-talkie, calls him for help. And they come and get him. He does a dive hospital, and he's running around the rest of the team by the end of the episode.
But he was critical for about half an hour.
I didn't buy it at all. And I didn't, if I'm honest, I didn't like the music in this. I thought it was a very poorly soundtrack, to be honest with you. But I felt it does seem to miss something to me, but that might just be me. So
Yeah, there were some really funny moments actually that I did enjoy. Like my favorite moment of the whole series was I can't remember what episode it was. I think it was like a couple of episodes ago. Like Jensen Ackles' character has a one night stand, and then there was just this really funny scene like the morning after where she's kind of like sneaking out and she goes, "Well, this was fun. I've left you my Instagram on the mirror. DM me." And he's like, "Cool." And then she's like, "You don't know how to do that, do you?" And he's like, "No." I just thought that was really good because it was kind of like I thought that was kind of nice that they were like showing his age because like Jensen Ackles does look a lot younger than he actually is. Like he looks really good for his age. He is in his like I think he's in his mid-40s at least now. And he does look very good for his age. And I know that I think I've seen interviews and things where he said he's a bit of a Luddite. And there's a few jokes in Supernatural about Dean being Gen X and being a bit of a Luddite. So I thought that was quite nice because it was just kind of like, and then when she leaves, he's like, "Yep, still got it." And it's kind of like, I thought that was just quite a nice moment. It just really made me laugh that she was like, "You don't know how to do that, do you?" Nope. I was like,
No.
it's so good.
fair point. Yeah, fair point. So, okay, I want to squeeze another quick review here, so we'll get this wrapped up because there's not much more I can really add about this because obviously we can't mark it as a complete series because the finale is not until next Wednesday. So, but obviously, which will come out by then. So, let's give it a mark. Amanda.
6.5.
Oh, yeah, you're not gonna like me, Beth. 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, to be fair, I think I'd give it like a 6.5 as well. Like it wasn't anything particularly special. I can't really fault it, but I also can't really pick out anything particularly, noteworthy about it that makes it, well worth the watch kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it felt like it. I don't think it'll get renewed to honestly the series. I can't generally see it. So, but he's got so much other stuff coming up, and I'm looking forward to that more in this series, to honest you, because he's going to be in season 3 of Tracker, and I've not told you about yet, Beth, because he's done. Tracker's about this. He's a basic bloke that gets paid money for finding people that have gone missing, and Jensen plays his brother.
Okay.
He's only been in a couple of episodes in it, but his character is so much more interesting in that than he is in this. That's the trouble. Would you agree with that, Amanda?
Yeah.
Amanda, tell Beth, you've told me about this cameo that cropped up in the program that the other Supernatural brother's been in. He's been in a firefighting series.
Oh yeah, he's. I don't want to watch it because I'm not interested in the show. I can't even tell you what it's called now. But Jared's been in some firefighting series, and he plays a bit of a, well, not a very nice person, but as part of
Yeah.
his job, he has to save two animals, and the animals are called Sam and Dean.
Oh,
Just
Love
what?
that. Nice little
Yeah.
reference.
Oh yes. Now, so you've got the equal Easter egg, don't you? So right. Okay. We've got a bit of time spare, but not too bad here. All right, Grant. Do you want to tell us what Nobody Two's about?
oh, Nobody Two. Yeah, I saw it last week at cinema. It's basically the sequel to
Nobody One.
Nobody One. Yeah, it's called Nobody. It was starring the comedian actor Bob Odenkirk, better known for Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad and his other comedy work and Mr. Show and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was at now wanting to play an action star. So yeah, he was but he was co-written with the guy who wrote the original John Wick films. So he's got that kind of style that was really cool, like action sequences and violence. But it had a bit of a drier edge to it because he was delivering quite dry one-liners and stuff like that. And the first film, I absolutely love the first film. Have you seen the first film? Can't remember if you haven't.
No, I've not seen. It's got a really good cast in this film, mind you.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, the
it's got a
first film.
really good cast in this film. You sure tell
Yeah, it's
people
like
who's in the
Christopher Lloyd
cast?
in
Yeah,
plays his dad.
You got Sharon Stone in it. Colin Hanson,
Yeah,
that's one of Tom Hanks' sons, isn't it?
yeah, he plays the
Yeah,
cop, cop in it, and
yeah.
then you've
Connie
got RZA,
Nielsen's in it. Yeah, RZA, yeah, as
yeah, he
well.
plays it. Yeah, got RZA from Wu-Tang Clan. So
Oh, Michael
RZA,
Ironside, in it as well. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
yeah, I mean, honestly, you should watch the first one. The first one is absolutely brilliant. But basically, the concept of the first one, he's like a guy having a midlife crisis. You know, he's kind of him and his wife sleep in separate beds, and there's no love in the marriage anymore. You know, the kids all hate him. But because basically they get burgled, and he doesn't do anything. He's quite weak and pathetic. Like the son stands up to the criminal, but he does nothing. But he actually has a secret CIA past where he is like they call him the nobody because you don't want him coming in because he's like the toughest guy in the world, literally much, and he's just a brutal killer. But then he just finally just snaps on the bus, and then it all kicks off, and then he ends up killing some Russian, and then it escalates. You know, the head of the gang, and then it just you have to watch the film, but it goes off crazy. But it's all like really good fun, violence and stuff like that, good action scenes and all that. So that's the concept of the first one. So by the second one, he's established now. He's got his basically because he's undoing. He did a lot of damage. Like he destroyed a lot of Russian artwork that was stolen from the mob. So he has to repay the debt. So he's working for the CIA and just doing all these odd jobs for the government. So now the family life's a lot more dynamic, a lot better. But he's just always working and killing people. So they want to go on holiday. So they take it to water park where he used to go with his dad, who's played by Christopher Lloyd. So he comes around. So basically, he can't do anything without getting into a fight with people, and then it stumbles across. There's like a drug smuggling gang that's going through and then he ends up pissing them off, and then he ends up pissing off the head mobster who's played by Sharon Stone, who's an evil Russian, and then comes to kill them all at the end. So they have a big fight in the war park and everything. But it's all like quite fun, like all in the Hall of Mirrors, like like he's like play like Home Alone style tricks. The trip on some wire, and then like the roller coaster thing will come and knock people out and just take their heads off and stuff like that. So it's like really good fun. It's more like cartoony kind of violence stuff like that. But yeah, it was a good fun. But to me, I just felt I loved the original one. It just wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good fun. I had a good time at the cinema. I laughed a lot, but it was to me it was just not as good as the first one, but it was still fun. I'd say it was just fine.
I'm just reading up on the description here on the trailer to this. And listen to this, Amanda and Beth. The
Yeah.
footage begins with Bob Odenkirk in an elevator. He says, "You guys having fun at the convention?" Then he starts fighting everybody in the elevator. And then there's a
Yeah.
scene right at the end of it where he's going on about he says to a gang of thugs, "Guys, I'm not going to fight you. I'm on vacation." He says to a load of
Yeah.
guys who would attack him. And there's a full action, you mentioned full action sequence, the whole of mirrors. And he's telling me
Yeah.
I told you I'm on a beat vacation. He
Yeah,
exclaims as he beats somebody
yeah.
up.
He just beats the living crap out of these guards and all these police officers. About yeah, he just didn't want to get into trouble, but yeah, just for. But one of the best things about the sequel is because RZA plays his brother, and then he's gone to Japan and he's learnt the way of the samurai. He's got his katana blade at the end, so there's loads of like sword fighting at the end. So it's quite cool. They tied that in a bit. He was doing some like ninja kind of fighting in it, but that was quite cool.
Oh,
But
yes, it does
yeah.
sounds interesting, certainly. So no, but I've
Yeah, I
not
think
checked.
you'll enjoy it.
I
The
think I'm
first
going to
one is
tag it.
amazing, really good fun, like a real like fun, switch your brain off, kind of like fun film.
Yeah,
I loved it. It was a
I
real
know we, I
surprise
know,
when I
we,
saw
I
it.
know we really enjoyed Ballerina recently, Amanda, didn't we? So
Yeah.
So I think
this
you'll like that because it's got
probably,
it's the same people who did John Wick, so then it's from the same people who really produced it and made it. So yeah, so it's got the same kind of actions, and if you like that kind of a action sequence, but it's got more of a comedic edge. This one, it's a bit more funny. And,
yeah, cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think you'll
definitely.
like it. It was
Okay.
to me. I just felt like it was just more kind of like more of the same of the first one, but not as good. Do you know, and it kind of happens with sequels sometimes. I don't think there's much story to take it much further, to be honest. But to me, it was good. But the first one I love. I think the first one's brilliant, really good.
No, the fair play. No, sounds good to me. Definitely. So
Yeah,
I'm making a note of that.
yeah.
What are you going to give this out of 10, Grant?
I'll give it like 6.5. But it was good,
No, no
solid.
fair play. No fair play.
Yeah.
Now, as we are doing very well in time here, Tom, we've got time for one more program. And I'm
Ooh.
so good, I'm going to let Beth and Grant take this over now. Talk about Squid Game. Now,
Oh
you've
no.
we've got about 10 minutes, so I want that
The
plenty.
darkest one ever. Yeah,
No,
darkest show
you've
ever.
seen, get this right, Beth, you've just seen season 3, is that right? And Grant's seen
Yeah,
season 2 and 3, is that right?
I've seen it all. I've
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
watched. I've seen all three seasons. Yeah, I've just finished season three. Um, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I was waiting until they because I knew it was kind of like season 2 had a bit of a cliffhanger, so I was just going to wait until they dropped them both. So I did it all in the last 2 weeks. I watched those last two. So yeah, but yeah. So what do you think, Beth? I really liked it, but are you a big fan of the first one?
I will be honest. I think it's one of those series where it should only have had one series.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, yeah,
It should have ended with series one, I think. Because I mean it was still good. Don't get
yeah.
me wrong, I still enjoyed it, but I felt like it kind of just went downhill from series two onwards to series
Oh,
three.
really?
I felt like it's just got more and more repetitive and like there's only so many kind of shocks that you can pull off in a series like that. Do you know what I mean? Like I felt like the first series worked really well because it's just kind of like nobody had ever really done anything quite like it, and
Yeah, yeah.
felt
I agree with that statement. Yeah.
it felt very original and very fresh,
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
idea was a really good idea. But I feel like once you've kind of done it, it
Yeah.
loses it kind of just loses its sort of shock factor in a way. And I felt like it was just it felt kind of like it was being drawn out unnecessarily. And by the end, I was a little bit like, oh, like for God's sake, can they not just bloody find this island already? Like how
Oh,
hard
yeah.
is
That's
it, you know,
what.
how
Yeah.
hard is it to find an island and shut this thing down? Like Christ Almighty, it's like it was just kind of this. By the end, I was just like, I'm so ready for this to be done now. And
Oh,
I
really? Yeah.
knew that. I think it's Gun He, the main
Yeah.
guy. I
Yeah.
think I kind of knew that he was going to end up dying. Like I knew he was going to die in the end. And I
Yeah,
just
it made
feel
sense
like,
to me because he can't survive all those things all the time, and then so
yeah.
yeah, it just
I was just like, there's no way they're gonna have there's no way they're gonna give this series a happy ending.
no, no,
So
no,
I
no.
was kind of like, I mean, I'm glad the baby survived and that kind of made sense, but like, and that was kind of shocking to be fair, the fact that they
Yeah,
stooped low enough to have a newborn baby in the game,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that was horrendous, but
yeah. I was really shocked at that.
like,
Amanda, you like it? There's a squid baby.
yeah.
God, you better tell Amanda what a squid baby is, Grant.
A squid baby.
It's
Okay,
just a baby.
it's like a darker version of a space baby. You've got it's a baby that's born in the Squid Game. So this pregnant woman gave birth to a baby, and then they were like when the mother died eventually. I mean that episode was really sad when she
Yeah,
sacrificed her life. I did it did make me cry a bit when that happened. I was a bit
yeah.
sad. and
Yeah.
then this kind of rich VIPs want to say, oh, she's not technically gone because her baby's still there, and then they keep the baby in, and then you've got like. I thought it was really good because it put the stakes really high, didn't it? I feel like because you had the Gunho's character protecting the baby, and then you also had the father of the baby there as well, who was just like was an evil Bitcoin kind of a
Yeah.
YouTuber exploiter.
Oh, he
So I
was
thought the new
good.
characters were really good. I love that trans character. I thought she was great. You know, the
Oh,
one.
she was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah,
To
that
be
was,
fair, I did shed a tear when she died.
oh yeah, it was
I knew
awful.
it was coming, but I
Yeah,
did, yeah, I did like her. I feel like the characters were good, but there's only so many kind of versions of the same characters that they can do, really, I guess. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I love the mum and son. That was a really good dynamic. I thought that was great. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
the mum
cool.
and son were good. And I think,
Yeah,
to be fair, I think having like that character be pregnant and give birth literally in one of the games, I thought was quite good. A bit
yeah, yeah,
predictable, but still kind of
yeah, yeah,
high stakes
yeah.
drama. So yeah,
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. I thought it was a satisfying ending.
Yeah,
Kind of the ending I expected, like nothing particularly special, but a
yeah,
satisfying ending. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
Obviously, to wrap up with then, was there anything that either you didn't like about these two seasons, in particular?
I think we kind of mentioned it with the kind of like the dragged out nature of that, the
Yeah,
kind of like
that's the
the
big one.
quest
Yeah,
to find the island. Because basically, there's a cop whose brother is one of the evil people who run the island, pretty much. They find out, but like, so he's trying to find the island, but it just takes forever, doesn't it? They just drag it out, and every time they cut to that scene, I was like, oh, please. But then sometimes it was quite good because that he's kind of psychic character. It was quite good, like high, a bit comic relief character. It was quite fun that.
mhm,
When he ends up getting arrested in the end, but
but
yeah.
he was
didn't seasons 2 and 3 get done a lot quicker than season 1? Am I right with that?
Sorry, say
Because
again.
the original Squid Game took a few years to get filmed and wrote, didn't it? And this got
yeah.
done in about a year, didn't it? It was done a lot quicker.
Mm.
I think it was the guy spent forever doing it, but he was like it was going to be a one and done. But obviously, it was such a global phenomenon. They were like, and Netflix just gave him obviously loads of money. You can tell. I mean, it looks stunning, doesn't it? Like the sets and everything. It looks amazing. And so he had some. He didn't really have a story to tell, even though it ended open ended. Really, he didn't really have a story to tell. But then I felt like when I watched it all, I felt like. Yeah, I thought it was a satisfying ending to it, but I don't think they should do any more really because I mean, and I like all the new games they played, but I think when I first started watching it, I felt like the shock value had disappeared a bit, which was something special about the first one. But I did love all the new characters, and I did like all the games and everything, and I did think, it was I got really invested in the drama of it, and the only other bad thing I would say about it was like those VIP actors are awful, aren't they?
Oh my God, they're dreadful. Where have they found
Yeah.
them? Like, I'm glad I'm not the only person. I was thinking, like, what is get like they're dreadful actors.
They're
I
like
don't know
from another
what it
show,
is.
aren't they? They don't really they're like some kind of weird sitcom version of it. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know, they just kind of sit down and they're like,
yeah,
I'm betting on 222.
oh
Oh
yeah,
no. Like, and it was just, I don't know, it just feels really like I don't know, just really sort of wooden. Like,
oh yeah.
yeah.
And one of them was like a posh Brit kind of guy, like
Yeah.
and there's like a Matthew McConaughey wannabe that was on
Oh
there, and then
God.
and there's like an evil girl, but then she's like, "Oh, I don't fancy you," and like they're flirting or whatever with these weird animal masks on or whatever. Yeah, it was just really cringe. But
Brilliant.
other than that, I did think it was. I thought it was really good, really entertaining. This drama was just intense. Some of the situation you put in, like honestly, the last two episodes, I was just like, I couldn't handle the tension of it. To be honest with you,
It was
Fair
especially
play.
it
with the
was
baby being involved, it was
Fair
just
play.
so.
I am so sorry, guys. We're about to run out of time here, so we better get
All
you to
right,
market for us. I do apologise.
yeah, I'll give it 8.5. I did enjoy it. I thought it was still a really good show. Still,
Beth?
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Brilliant. Great stuff, guys. It's been a great fun tonight. Fully entertained as always here. We do have more people, but we're having to wrap it up tonight in two parts because somebody's got paid work to do, haven't they, Beth? So we should be back, people, because we've still got more to go through yet. So see you all soon. Amanda, take us away. You've been too quiet too long.
And
Oh.
now everyone sleep tight, don't let the dinosaurs bite.
Say
And-
bye, Ken.
Bye, Ken. Oh, God.
Bye, Ken.
You better say bye as well, Beth.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye, Ken.
See you later, people. Take care.
Bye bye.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.